Hello YouTube, it is me, Striker1570 here. I'm actually here with Arbark123 and Badger Boy Gavon, and we are actually here to discuss about the newly released Five Nights at Freddy's 3. What are your guys' first impressions when you see this?
Um, well, actually, right now, at this moment in time, I've seen the trailer and stuff. I am not too impressed with what I see. It just doesn't seem too spooky or too like
Scary
well
skeletons.
developed. Yeah, no spooky scary skeletons. It does
Yeah,
not seem too spooky for me right now. I just don't really like how
I
it's
think,
sort of shaping up how the gameplay is looking. Uh, if they were gonna do this one animatronic concept, I think it would work better it if you could move around and stuff, and it could like mess with like your cameras, which it
yeah,
sort of looks like it's gonna do
the
that,
cameras are
but
horrible.
you're sort of like stuck in a sort of stuck in like the room, which I don't
You
know.
always
I
are.
think that should be changed to like what Five Nights at Freddy's Gmod is sort of like.
Yeah,
So
Arbark, what are your impressions?
It looks like it's not really a Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's more of like, I don't know, it gave me the wrong impression of it being a Five Nights at Freddy's game. You know?
Yeah, I definitely feel like that too. I think uh, Badger Boy, you're definitely right. It definitely the mechanics look very different. Honestly, like from what I can tell from these screenshots, there's no door, there is no mask. Although that might just be because during this screenshot here, it's obviously during the jump scare moment, which isn't that scary at all in my opinion. Um,
yeah, it's not scary.
Yeah, and during the jump scare moments, I can't remember if the little bar disappears or not, because obviously no one's really looking for that. But otherwise, it doesn't really look that good. It definitely doesn't come off as a Five Nights at Freddy's game. You were definitely right about that, Arbark. Um, I don't know how I feel about the one animatronic concept, because there's always the hidden animatronics in the game. And in one of the screenshots that's slide is hopefully about to move to, yeah, I'll click it. In the corner right here, you can see that there's like sort of a head with an eye glowing, which which the sort of shape of the mouth and stuff doesn't obviously look like that. So, it might give it a bit more of a Five Nights at Freddy's feel, I guess, because
Yeah.
it's like got the little hidden secrets and stuff. But also, Badger Boy, you mentioned this earlier, before we were about to start, how on the not so scary part of it, as the jump scare is happening, you have these little meme-like creatures on a poster in the background.
Yeah. And
And
then also, I have sort of my theory about why the heck that glowing eye thing that you pointed out, Striker. I
yeah,
feel that you know how they said that they found husks and stuff of some of
yeah,
the older animatronics like Foxy, Freddy. I think this one sort of looks like an old Bonnie. But
definitely just golden.
yeah, well I don't know if it's exactly golden, but maybe just too like withered that it lost its color.
I
But
think it's a
I feel
yellow.
that um what if this new animatronic could switch out different like appearances? Because you could obviously see
Yeah,
Freddy in the background of this jump scare picture right here,
yeah,
and
that's very possible.
then in the office you can tell the toy animatronics, and like in one of the pictures,
With
there is a
blood,
foxy head like hanging up. So I don't
there's
know,
a
maybe you
foxy
could
head here.
change. That would be very interesting, and I don't know. I think that add a little more flair, but
Yeah, it'd
I
definitely
don't
be
know.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this game overall. Uh, Most of you guys will not know this, but I was not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's 2
I was a
because
big
of
fan of it.
I felt it was a little I guess broken. I'm not sure because how to say that because
Couldn't
you
beat
could
Night
literally
3.
beat the game without looking at the cameras, which was one of
Although,
my favorite parts of the original Five Nights at Freddy's because it added a whole new strategy element
Not
If you
really.
could beat Five Nights at Freddy's 2 without even looking except to wind up the
Badger, Badger boy.
marionette.
Um,
Yeah.
you do.
So
In both games you have to look at the cameras because you got to keep Foxy in that cave obviously, but that's so much easier to do. Like I actually really liked Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because it increased the level of difficulty.
Yeah, I
Uh,
liked it too.
really, yeah,
yeah,
I thought it was difficult, but I don't know. I didn't feel that the new additions were too I don't know. I still like the first game, but I feel that the series is now sort of bloated, and you can sort of tell with this because it really does sort of look like a fan game to me, honestly. Like
It
yeah.
feels like it's fan created.
It does feel fan
yeah,
created actually. Um,
which is why I think that Scott
especially this
really
picture.
needs to step it up with this. He says that it is still very early in development,
Yeah.
so hopefully he can fix sort of make it more polished and I don't know. I just
Yeah.
hope it ends up being an overall better game than
What
what
it's shape, what it's looking like it's turning into. Um, one
yeah.
thing that I'll say kind of disappoints me is compare this picture right here to this one. This honestly looks a lot creepier to me than this does, because honestly this thing is not that scary.
Yeah, compared to
Oh,
like the marionette or I
uh,
don't know, the animatronics overall in the first game
yeah,
inside the Foxy.
it might just be because of this kind of smile. This kind of smile does look like it's meant like it was originally made to be obviously as a kid's toy. It still has that kid's toy smile, whereas the other animatronics in the previous games actually had much more sinister smiles in a way. That like this seems like kind of a genuine like broken tooth smile that you get from like the random kid down the block or something. And,
It looks like it's trying too hard.
my name is
This
Daniel.
might sound a bit crazy, but what if they did something where like there were tiny little kid toys that were the animatronics?
That would be horrible.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm
But
going to
it looks like it's trying too hard. Like
yeah.
in the first two Five Nights at Freddy's games, they were creepy, but not like so that they were not too creepy. It's like not totally in your face creepy, except for the withered ones, sort of. But they still
Yeah.
were not like all jumbled and crazy.
Yeah.
But
One thing I'd
they
like.
were still like well polished and stuff, and that's sort of what made it more freaky for me.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to point out really is Badger Boy, you to actually really be able to see this. Look at this, and then just look at this, because this is obviously the same corner as the one here. It
Yeah.
goes from green to red. I just like to say. Um,
Maybe that's part of the jump scare, but it
maybe.
would be pretty cool if it would turn red whenever like the animatronic was nearby. I think
Yeah,
that
but
would be
then that'd
cool.
make this game way too easy. But kind of said this earlier. I think this game is going to actually be the most difficult one of all, because like even though it is there's only one animatronic, um, and only one like 10 cameras I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cameras actually. There's only 9 cameras. Wait, no, I miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I miscount?
There's ten. There's ten.
Okay, yeah. There's 10 cameras, one animatronic. Um, but I think this is going to be a lot more difficult because if you look at like all the screenshots so far that we have, like I did mention how you don't see the bar, but if you look at the door from what you can see, there doesn't really look like there's a button that you could press to like slam the door. And if you and at the end of the trailer, right around let's see, like a little bit before what? Oh, it went to the next slide. Um, a little before he pull like as he's pulling you over, you don't see like a button or anything that he's blocking, which means like you can't really shut the door. There's no mask to block you. Oh God, there's no mask to block him. There's really nothing you can do to stop him from getting you, from what I can see. So I don't know. It looks
Maybe
like it's
it'll
gonna be
act like it
difficult.
does in that one multiplayer game. I think
Fazbear
it's called
Entertainment?
Fazbear Entertainment,
Yeah, Fazbear
where
Entertainment.
if you're looking at him in the cameras, then he won't move.
Maybe.
Maybe it's something like that. But
Then just stay in the
also one thing I
camera.
didn't notice, maybe you could pull up a screenshot of the cameras. I didn't notice a power meter anywhere. So
Oh yeah, there is. Although there is these two little dots, or these little dots actually. I just realized goes from 3 dots to 2 dots, and you can't see the time of night. It never actually says in any of these screenshots the time of night it is.
yeah, so I think that could just be that it's still early in development.
Yeah, true,
But,
true.
what if they do end up doing that thing though, where you have to look at it to prevent it from moving?
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the one of the tablet with the
Audio
with the whole
devices and all that.
system, what if the animatronic can turn those off
That's
and
that's what I think it is. I think that's what everyone's thinking it is.
yeah.
Like, it may be that maybe one of these systems somehow controls like the door here, and it's got to turn it off to get to you.
Yeah, like maybe like you can reboot and so I don't know.
But
I think
one thing I
that
don't
could be
understand, it's ventilation error. I don't really see how
what if
that would
that's how you
play.
close the door maybe?
Maybe, but that wouldn't really be it unless it's like an air-powered door that's like air sealed tight, but then obviously you would run out of air. But it could be something along the lines of like I remember it was revealed that in the codes of the second Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe, there
There's
was
a
a
toxic meter.
yeah, the toxicity meter. He may be trying to bring that back into this game, because if you see this, you do see the vent. Maybe it could leak some poisonous air or something. Because remember, this is a 30-year-old place. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Arbor,
is it a 30-year-old place or is it like purposely trying to be like sort of like scary?
what do you mean?
Or the event like is it supposed to be its own like attraction like where it's trying to be scary or
It is
like
trying to do that, but it is also it does say 30 years. It doesn't say if this is the exact same location. I would assume it is because from what we understand, the people at Five Nights at Freddy, or that own the Five Nights at Freddy's chain restaurant, are very, very cheap.
yeah, probably.
Are you feeling it now, Mr.
But
Krabs?
I don't know. I just feel like this game overall is just trying too hard
Yeah,
to be
new and different.
over the top. Even though I'm still interested in how they're going to treat the cameras by that little laptop picture there,
Yeah.
I'm still
Oh
sort of
yeah, I just realized this picture is on the camera, but you're still looking through the office. So I don't get if maybe you're pulling the camera up as you're doing this, or if you're actually just looking at the thing. Let's look at the other camera picture. There were two.
yeah.
No, you're still looking in the office. Huh. I
What do
didn't
you
realize
think,
that.
Armar?
I've been actually thinking about I'm actually speculating about something. In the trailer, it says that he will come back, and then it shows that the new animatronic rebooting. So I wonder if he is that new animatronic.
I think it is.
I think it's actually referring to
The Purple Man.
I think there's two options. It's probably referring to of course
The Murderer.
the animatronic, or what if it's referring to
The
the phone guy
Murderer.
or like that purple man or whatever?
The
What if like
Murderer.
it's me and all that from the second game?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I just thought
Because
of
that was never actually explained.
Yeah, who is he? Where did he come from? What is he doing here?
it's anticipated that he would be the murderer, just simply because it does look like the Purple Man is pointing to be the murderer, but then I don't. This animatronic, obviously, if you look right here at this picture, it's obviously an animatronic. It's not a person in a suit or anything that some people speculated
I
it
know,
could
but what if
be.
he's like a boss or something? Like the very, very last one.
Uh,
I don't know. I think it'll still be like subtle,
yeah,
like it was in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 1. but I do think that this game, it honestly has to wrap up the lore
Yeah, if they
because
go any more with this series, like there will be everyone will still like want it, and it'll still be green lighted. It'll still probably be #1 on Steam when it's released, when it's announced, like it
but
is right now. But it's
I don't want this franchise to be milked.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's
Because
looking like it's turning into, to be milked.
yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it to be milked. I think if
Just
they
drawing
ended
out
the
the
franchise
story.
here, it would have been a good run. There's like tons of fan games now. I think the whole Five Nights at Freddy's is getting old.
I
I
think
really
it's
did
about
like the
time to
first
come to
game.
an end.
I thought it was new and sort of nice, but
I liked it because of the lore.
honestly, I think after this, I'm done.
Yeah, after this game, like if they release a Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I'm obviously gonna stick around for that because each Five Nights at Freddy's game, the thing that I love about them the most, and this is what I'm actually really excited for about this game, is lore. The lore
Yeah,
is insane in these games, and one of the things that I really am interested in is the lore always involves the animatronics in a huge way, and so obviously, whatever they reveal, whatever they're going to wrap up, is going to involve this animatronic right here. And I'm very interested in that, and how he's going to play into everything when we've never heard of him, but apparently he's been in every game, and we just haven't noticed.
well, isn't this animatronic? Didn't they say it was like all of them combined in some way, or is
Yeah,
it
I
only
think
one?
so. I think that was kind of what they implied, but then if it is, I don't get how he has that color. Like, he has the exact same color all over his body.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, look, go to the jump scare image for Sex Striker.
Okay. This one?
Look at behind the animatronic. There's a vent there, so it's right under the
Yeah.
Freddy. It's right under the Freddy.
Oh, yeah, right there.
There's a vent, so maybe that's what the ventilation is or whatever.
Maybe, and there's another vent right here.
So maybe that I'm interested to see how that will play a part in it.
One thing that I'd like to point out, I don't know if it'll have a big effect on the game or not, but if you look actually at this picture here, that's the screen picture, look at this on his shoulder. It's a design.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just
It's very
that's
clearly.
Twitter, because you see sort of that stuff on its forehead too.
No, it's not like that, because this is, well, it could actually technically be, I guess, but it looks like a design to me, honestly, because, like, I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it kind of looks like a design, but you are very right. It could definitely be, like, just old withering cracking of the styrofoam that keeps them together.
Yeah. That brings up another point. This game feels a lot more polished, that graphic-wise, than the
Yes,
other.
it does look very good graphic-wise. I will say this, though, I'm a little disappointed on, the way the animatronic came out.
It looks too generic.
Yeah, it looks a bit generic. It doesn't look. It's not as good polished as I had hoped it would be, as in comparison to like how the rest of this game is polished up. This is the one thing that's not really polished. But then again, like you said, it's still in development. Maybe he's gonna actually put a lot more detail into this, hopefully, because if you look at this one right here was what I was expecting for the entire game, and this one single picture looks beautiful. In all honesty.
Yeah, it looks really impressive.
It just looks amazing. It's incredible.
If you look at the picture to the right with the main like logo,
Uh,
ish or whatever,
here?
yeah, that. If you look at his right eye, it's probably just me. I don't know. You guys might see it too. It sort of looks like Bowser, like his head.
What?
It has like little horns.
Yeah, I see it. I definitely see it. See,
So
let's see. See it,
it's
guys?
confirmed now.
Hashtag confirmed, Bowser.
It's a sequel to the Mario franchise.
Yeah. Here, look, actually, now you got a better picture of this. It's, if it
Yeah.
is, like the rest of this where it's cracking, it is very well drawn. Like, you guys see this now even better close up. Is that a button? I just realized.
Yeah, probably. Didn't Bonnie have buttons so?
I'm trying to click it. You can't tell, but I'm trying to click it. Let's see. It might be a button. If it is, then it might show up. I don't know. That's kind of the things that irk me about these pictures compared to this picture. There's very subtle differences in the design because like this hole is obviously smaller right here, um, and obviously there's no like gap in the neck right here. It just bugs me a little about that.
Yeah, you know what ticks me off is it looks like from the trailer that the jump scare
The
is
jump
not
scare looks
as
horrible.
it doesn't look as jumpy as the others.
It looks
Yeah, or
horrible.
scary.
Yeah, it just sort of looks like he just sort of like reminds me of a lot of the Foxy one from the
First one.
first game where he just sort of like pops in. He doesn't jump out at you or anything.
I'm kind of afraid it's gonna be like he grabs your shoulder, he pulls you over to look at him. Wait a minute. There, is that a pencil in his head? Or a battery or something?
It looks like you're looking one direction, and then he pulls you over, and
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's how
thinking.
he scares you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's gonna like grab your shoulder, pull you over. He's gonna look at you, then he's gonna like grab you, I guess, and like throw you probably into this suit or something. Oh yeah, that's another thing. 30 years in the future, the last game was supposed to have facial recognition technology. This is even more in the future with parts from that. This thing should have facial recognition technology as well. It should be more advanced. It shouldn't attack you. Like, no matter what,
Well,
under any circumstances, it shouldn't attack you.
well, I think that in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, didn't they just end up getting rid of the toy animatronics? And
In the end, yes.
so this game happens after the first Five Nights at Freddy's, and technically it beat the old models. So
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is very true, actually. But then also remember, there's the toy models right there. That's actually something I wanted to point out. These things do not look like they've been trashed at all.
well, it's probably because they're like plastic compared to the whole like felt thing.
Maybe, but still, you'd think they'd have a bit
Yeah.
of wear and tear on them even after, especially after 30 years. Like, even
Yeah,
plastic
I
after a
agree.
while.
So what are your guys' final impressions of what we've seen so far?
Can I bring up something real quick?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, sure.
A stupid idea, but so what if like you said something about the laptop and like rebooting?
yeah.
What if he turns off the power and then like that turns on? Like you can see that only one of the old animatronics are still on. Like that's I believe
Uh,
Bonnie.
yeah, he's saying
So
in
what if
the,
that turns on like one at a time or something?
uh,
Um,
maybe. I think to wrap this up a little bit, we should, just so that way everyone knows completely for this, and Arbart gave me a perfect introduction to this, we should watch the trailer. Like,
yeah.
just watch it, like, so that way everyone knows, in case they haven't seen it or something, which I highly doubt. Let's see.
Yeah, if you're watching this.
Yeah. So what we got.
And there's some of the meme faces here, right?
Hashtag joy. Hashtag joy. Yep, Chica. That looks like the marionette to me, honestly, and Balloon Boy right there.
Yeah, yeah, I think they are because it's taken from all the restaurants, and of course,
Yeah. See,
But
this
what if
reminds
they're
me of the
putting
Gary's
like
mod.
yeah,
every single
like see that shows on the presentation instead of being 2D images, they fully like rendered these
Yeah.
areas. So
Hello, Bonnie. What's up?
maybe
Notice how
that's
Bonnie's the only
maybe
one.
that's just for oh look at you. But
You
maybe
never,
that's just
you didn't
for
notice that?
just to like connect it to the first games to just show that.
Maybe.
I don't know if that's gonna be related though. The first three animatronics.
I wonder if they're gonna be putting in everything like the marionette, Foxy,
Yeah.
Nah, I doubt it with how small it looks.
Yeah, probably not, but it's definitely a possibility, maybe.
Yeah. So, final impressions, guys?
Excited for the lore, hoping that this possibly is the last line in the installment, but I also actually want this series to keep going just because it's so good with the lore and stuff. I'm not really in it for the
It should
gameplay.
have like, I don't know, You know, it'd be cool if they just made, if you cashed in on it without having video games. Like, what if you, like, wrote, like, an ebook or something, like a journal of one of the night guards? You could just have lore like that, and then the fans will probably keep the lore going.
That'd be interesting. But,
I wouldn't be too worried.
yeah, probably not. But like I was saying, I do want series to keep going just for the lore factor, because Scott is awesome at designing lore and stuff like that. He's also an awesome artist and stuff, obviously. But like he's pretty much an awesome guy. But I think he is starting to milk this series a bit. I want this to be the last installment, so that way it doesn't become one of those series that becomes like it's one of those that's like, oh, it's not good because it's just so overdone. Like it just keeps going and going for no reason. But I'm very excited for it, for the lore factor, not necessarily the gameplay. We'll probably definitely be playing this, um,
Yeah.
just like
Can you
everybody else on
definitely see
YouTube.
this on our channel later?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll.
Well, I don't know. I hope that this is the last Five Nights at Freddy's. I agree with Striker that I hope that the lore sort of continues. I like that kind of stuff. Because you can just sort of get tired of the gameplay, but then that keeps you going on it. So I really like that.
Look at
Not
Chica.
too impressed with the game right now. So I hope that the game will just keep getting better with time and response and stuff.
Yeah,
So I'm just ready to be wowed at this point.
yeah, I'm hoping. Arbark?
I'm hoping that there's gonna be a beta, so like everybody that plays it can be like, okay, we need this.
They
done,
never have a
this
beta.
done.
They never have a beta for
They
this
won't
game.
have a beta. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
They'll have a demo, which will include like 2 nights to get you used to it, the feel of the game. Then like well, last time it was like the next day, I believe, that he actually dropped the game.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know about the first game, how long the difference was. I think it was about a month or two. Sorry, Arbark, you were saying?
Yeah, but other than it's kind of like, I don't know, I don't necessarily have like a great opinion on it. It's sort of like out there for me.
Oh, I think we should say this, first off, for just that way the people aren't necessarily confused. Arbark has never, like, this is the
I
first,
never fully played a Five Nights at Freddy's game.
yeah, he never
Yeah,
really
I'm
fully
still
got
kind
into
of
lore.
so.
Comment section, go easy on him.
Yes.
Scrub.
You've never played a game.
Yeah, it's so like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like an actual Five Nights at Freddy's game. So.
It doesn't look
Yeah,
like it will.
It feels like the movie.
It looks like Scott threw away all of the old mechanics that weren't like obviously necessary or at least a staple mark of the game, like the cameras. That was sort of a staple mark of the game because the premises is you're sitting in your chair, obviously, so you got to use your cameras.
I feel like he's going too far from his roots, but yet too close.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems like he's playing it really safe.
No, I think he's actually gone a bit too far out of the way to be daring. Honestly. Although.
Yeah, it feels like this should have been the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, and then
Maybe, yeah.
like it feels like it sort of feels like a downgrade.
What I'm really afraid of, yeah, it definitely feels like a downgrade. What I'm really afraid of for this game, um, like I said, I am mainly in this for the lore, but I do like the gameplay. I'm really afraid that this game is just going to become so easy because the AIs of all the animatronics have a set pattern. If this thing has a set pattern, this game is going to be very easy.
Oh, I doubt it'll have a pattern.
I doubt it'll have the pattern, but I said this earlier, I think there's hidden animatronics. Like,
yeah, probably.
Yeah, somewhere in here, like, Scott always has hidden animatronics. But, like, obviously, this is one animatronic going through 10 cameras at least one point or another. No, that's definitely not happening.
Okay. So, I think that you guys think about this game, and we will see you in a future video.
Okay, bye.